So Bill Kristol started the conversation by saying, why don't the Democrats be quiet for another 6 to 9 months?
So if they have the decency to be quiet.
He said this is so irresponsible of them to try to actually be congressmen and senators and to actually voice their opinion. They should just let the president do whatever he wants. And then Juan Williams came in and said, look, you have a very ahistorical perspective, meaning it's like as if you're coming to us for the first time.
I didn't know you could call someone ahistorical.
Yeah, well, but Hume picks up on that. Apparently you can. And Juan Williams said, look, you already screwed it up for 4 straight years, basically what Juan Williams said. And now you want to come in and pretend like this is your first shot at it. So then Brit Hume responds, and here he is.
Newsman Brit Hume.
Yeah, right.
Serious people recognize one thing, and we're short of serious people nowadays, which is that wars get into bad places, and even winning conflicts do. And you talk about an ahistorical view. It strikes me that the view that you're espousing is very much that. You look at any major war that's been fought over a period of time, and the winning side has had terrible moments and stretches of time when it appeared that victory might not be possible. And the question then becomes, what do you do at times like that? The president, at least, has changed his approach, is bringing in more troops, and the plan, at least on paper, has some apparent potential to work. What you have from the Democrats is the idea, as Nancy Pelosi put it, this isn't a war to be won. Now, you claim they want success. This isn't a war to be won, she says. She says it is a conflict to be resolved, and their answer is retreat. You call it redeployment. It's a euphemism, Juan. It's retreat.
That's a loathsome man. It's so ignorant also to compare it to other wars. What Brit Hume is essentially doing is compare it to World War II, because that's what they really want. This is unlike any other war. We had a reason to fight World War II. We thought we had a reason to fight Vietnam. We thought we had a reason to fight World War I. But this one, we didn't have any reason to fight. We've established that now, that there was absolutely no reason to start the war, and now 3,000 Americans are dying and we appear to be losing, and we want to reinvest in this war. So there is no other war in American history of which there is any comparison to Iraq, I don't believe.
How is adding more troops over there in Iraq changing course in his eyes?
Right. Yeah.
How is that changing direction at all?
Well, I have a number of things to say, but I'll start with what Jill just mentioned there. First of all, did you get from their language there that they don't actually believe it's going to work either? Brit Hume said this has apparent potential.
I'm told.
Apparent potential to work. And even Bill Kristol hedged, he said it might work, okay? So, but then they're going to come back to you in 6 to 9 months, where we're supposed to be quiet, and they're going to say, oh, well, okay, that didn't work either. But we have a new plan for victory, and this also has apparent potential to work. And no, the other one, we didn't really believe in the other one. Look at what we said. We said it was apparent potential. We didn't say it was really going to work. We said it might work. We didn't really say it was going to work. Just be quiet for another 6 to 9 months, and this one has even better apparent potential.
Does Brit Hume read? Who thinks it's going to work?
Absolutely, outside of the president and Fox News Channel, absolutely no one. Now, well, I'll get to that in a second. So, Brit Hume says every war has a point where things are going badly, and if
where the winning side is losing.
Right, and if
there's never been an upside. There's never been a point in the last 5 years, where is it 4 or 5 years?
4 now.
4 where there's been an upside for us. This moment that he's talking about, where we feel like we're being defeated, or it's going in a negative direction. That moment in time that all wars have. It's how it's been the entire time.
That's true.
Well, no, right after we toppled the statue, in April of 2003, we could have been like, see you guys, board the helicopters, get the hell out of there. Okay, good luck. Saddam's gone. Enjoy.
Right.
Right? We could have pulled out there. Victory.
Would have been better off.
Right. And maybe we would have been. Maybe Iraq would have been better off. All right. Now, but the thing is, I hate these false rhetorical flourishes. I despise them. Let's break it down real quick. Every war has a point where the winning side was losing, but then they heroically came back. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's great. Except some wars, your side was losing, continued to lose, and lost. Okay? For example, Vietnam. Oh, we shouldn't have given up, and 30, 40 years later, we should still be in Vietnam. Because every war has a point where you're losing, but then you come back and rally. So let's stay in Vietnam for 40 goddamn years.
After the Tet Offensive, it appeared that was a huge blow to American forces. It turned out that the North Vietnamese and the Viet Cong had an offensive we didn't think were in them, but we weathered that storm and stayed 5 more years before retreating in defeat.
I understand that the Japanese emperor had neocon advisors, and after Hiroshima, they told him, look, every war has a point where you seem to be losing, but hang in there. And then Nagasaki happened. Okay, and you know what happened? They lost.
Hirohito was a noted neocon.
Right.